In the spirit of New Year and starting afresh, I've decided to show you the parts of my house that I am most ashamed of. It disappoints me to say that all of the large storage spaces in my home, the bits that are discreetly tucked away and hidden from the lens of the camera, are just awful. I have 3 closets in my house and 1 cupboard under the stairs, and they've all become a bit of a dumping ground. They all started out with a purpose, but as things have built up in there, the systems have fallen apart and it's really just not working now. So join me today for some decluttering and organising motivation. Your spaces probably aren't as bad as mine, so if I can tackle these, you can tackle yours. Comment down below what you're starting the new year with in terms of getting yourself decluttered and organised in January. I'm going to be taking on 4 spaces today, so that is the closet in my bedroom, the closet in my dressing room, the closet in my office, and the cupboard under the stairs, and I would like each of those to have a unique purpose. The closet in my bedroom I would like to be my decluttering area. I'm sure that sounds a bit bonkers, but let me explain. At the moment, there are lots and lots of things in there that I have got listed on Vinted. There are also a few boxes of things that I would like to take to a car boot when the weather is a little bit nicer and it's a little bit warmer. And then there are also things in there that I need to take to donate. And that closet started with that intention in mind. It's just got a little bit out of hand over the last year or so. So I want to make sure everything in there is to do with the stuff that's basically going out of my space. The closet in my office I want to be designated to hobbies and arts and crafts. So my filming lights, for example, a place to store camera equipment, and then on the other side of that, more things for my artwork and my painting. The closet in my dressing room, I want to be my personal closet. It is where I have most of my clothes anyway, and so anything that is personal to me that's wandered into other areas of the house, I want to bring back up and make sure those are in there. One thing that comes to mind is I know my suitcases aren't in there, they're in the bedroom closet, and really they should be with my personal things. And then in the cupboard under the stairs, I want to be all the practical household items. And that's basically what's in there at the minute, but it is an absolute mess, so it needs sorting out. My plan of action today is to go to each closet and take everything out, and I know some people hate doing this when they declutter because then you just end up with rooms covered in stuff, and then if you lose motivation halfway through, then you might not want to finish the job. But I want to get everything out, step 1. Step 2 is to take everything to the correct room that it should be in, so then I can tackle one space at a time. So let's get to it. I'm starting in the office because I've got this massive pile of stuff. All of these clothes in here have had photos taken, but I've not had the time to upload them to Vinted, so they're all just sat in my phone. But these are all sort of the selling stuff, so ideally this needs to be in my bedroom, so I'm going to move that out and put it in there. That's now giving me a bit more space to actually tackle this, so I'm going to start by taking everything out and just putting it into piles, and then if I find anything that needs to go elsewhere, then I will do that as I go along. And whilst you're watching this decluttering time-lapse, I just thought I'd pop a little something in here. I received a few comments recently on videos telling me that I'm not making the most of the income I could generate through YouTube, either through brand deals or even just asking for donations to support the work I do here on my channel. I do have a buy me a coffee page linked below, but I'm not that comfortable asking for money, to be perfectly honest. But as far as advertising on my channel goes, I don't really do it because A, I don't like putting the hard sell on my audience. That's not really what I'm about, especially as a channel whose main vein where I started was about promoting minimalism, and if I ever do promote products, it's only products that I've used myself and actually love. And B, as a smaller content creator, picture a Venn diagram, if you will. The overlap between brands who would want to work with me and brands I love and would want to promote is virtually non-existent. However, there is a way you can help me out without it costing you a penny, or I guess a penny more than you'd already be spending, and that's by using one of my affiliate links. For example, Amazon. How it works is if you click on my link, it will take you to Amazon as normal, but when you buy something, I earn a little commission on some of the qualifying items in your order. So next time you're shopping on Amazon and you want to help me out, feel free to click the link. It is below in the description of any of my videos. Thank you, and back to decluttering. There's now one empty closet, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff around me. So I've got packing supplies, arts and crafts stuff, filing. There's a few bits I want to go through that I might end up decluttering. But all in all, I don't think, there were 2 things I took into my bedroom. All in all, I don't think there's much in here that will end up in there. The only thing I was kind of thinking about putting in there was packing supplies for the vintage stuff, but I might use one of my filing cabinets instead just to keep that more organised. So I will probably go down that route. So my next job is to go into my bedroom and go through anything in there just to make sure that there's nothing I want to bring into here. I would hate to get to the point where I've put all of this away in an organised system and then found something else that should be in here and I've not left a space for it. So that's why I'm going to have a look at what's in all of the rooms first. So let's go do the same in my bedroom. This is the carrier that all my baubles come in on my Christmas tree, which I haven't taken down yet. And so I'm feeling like because Christmas decorations are a household thing, maybe these should go downstairs in the cupboard under the stairs. So I'm going to start a pile of things that I want to move downstairs because I feel like there's going to be quite a bit in this cupboard. These are the cushions that go on my outside seats, you know, when it's not wintry and raining and horrible. So these really should be downstairs. And then in here is a whole bunch of like organisers and bits and bobs that I haven't used. And again, I feel like they should be downstairs. This is a lot of clothes that are on Vinted. It's a good thing I don't need to go very far with it. So these thingies make up my little portable clothing rail, which I only use for the purpose of capsule wardrobe videos, so this feels like it should be kept more with my filming equipment than in here. And then I want to better utilise some of these boxes to store the things that I'll need to take to car boots. I feel like if I put them in these and they're easier to move around, I'm more inclined to actually do a car boot. This one shouldn't take as long. There's not as much in it. I know there's stuff down the bottom that needs to go into the bedroom because that's selling stuff. I think one of these boxes is also stuff that's on Vinted, and then I'd just like to go through the others and see if there's anything I want to declutter. I have a little rain jacket I know I'm going to declutter and my old Michael Kors coat. It's past its best, to be perfectly honest, so I won't be putting it on Vinted. I will just be donating it. I'm just checking the pockets, make sure there's no gloves or anything in there, but we are good. So that's 2 I'll just donate, and a dress I want to get rid of too. In the first box we have got 2 hats. Oh, I'm really bright again. Now, I don't really suit hats, so I don't know why I bought them. But I am not a hat sort of person, I don't think. So maybe we just let these go. I bought 2, this was a while ago as well, without even thinking what I'd look like in a hat. I just don't know. You can let me know in the comments, is it time for the hats to go? What else is in here? There's not too much actually. I've got a little black woolly hat. With a little pom-pom on. I've also got a red one that feels a bit too big, so that one can definitely go. I've got an old pair of gloves that can go. Oh, this old hat as well. Gosh, I don't really suit hats, so why do I have so many? Do we like this? Is this a keep? Is this a get rid? Not sure. Let me know about that one too. Oh, more gloves. I don't need any more gloves. I have so many pairs of gloves. Although, these have got like grippies on, so I might be able to use these for riding. So I'll put those with my riding boots. And then a scarf that I know I'm going to keep. So let me know about the hats. I'm going to put them back in for now. But if you could tell me down in the comments what do you think, that would be very helpful. So these boxes I have just at the top of my wardrobe. I've got one for sort of winter bits, one for bags, one for summery and swimwear sort of bits, then one's for like a very few items of clothing that I chose to keep but aren't really the ones I wear, like special t-shirts and hoodies and stuff, and then I've got one that I think is vintage, so I'll have a look. Yep, this one is all vintage too, so I'm just going to take this straight through into there, because then that's done. Okay, this one's the summery stuff, and I've got another hat. Now I only have this hat because this one was from my auntie who's no longer with us, so this was kind of like a sentimental value keeping the hat. And I've also got a cap that I bought when I was in Norway, and a cap that I bought when I was in Hawaii. Then I've just got one sort of cover up for when you wear a swimsuit, and I only have one, so that's fine. I have a pair of flip-flops and a pair of sandals, that's fine. This swimsuit can go because I know it's too big now. And then that means I've got two to keep. And that's it. This one is bags. So let's go through here. Next, what have we got? I've got this little white one, which isn't anything special. It's not like a brand or anything. And I'm not going to use it now, so that can go. I have got this little white one, which I took when I was a bridesmaid at someone's wedding. But again, I don't think I'll use it, so that can go. I've got a very old purse that has got all sorts of bits in it. Okay, I need to go through that, but then that can go. I've still got my Michael Kors purse. I keep this because I don't use it because it's far too big now. My needs have changed, but this was a present from my mum and dad, so that's why I've kept it. Is there anything in here? Oh, my national insurance card's in there if ever I lose it. Then I've just got a little black Calvin Klein one, very handy. This is just a rucksack, again, nothing special, not branded. I don't use it very often, but it is very handy to have, you know, just when you need one, when you're going on a trip or something. So I'll keep that for now. Then I'm not going to open this up, but in here is my yellow Michael Kors that I know I want to declutter. This one is my little gold Michael Kors, which I'm going to keep for now. So there's not too much in there either. Find it much easier to manage as well when things are in boxes and sort of just contained. And what's in this last one? This should be the random bits and bobs. Alright, this is my Wind Cave hoodie, which is a keep. Then we've got my spare Hard Rock Cafe t-shirts that didn't go into my blanket. So I've got Lake Tahoe. That was the back of one that they sent back. Mall of America and Phoenix. Oh, and another one. What's this one? Oh, Hollywood. Wait, hold on. If I have got another 4, why didn't they go in? Did I get one after? No idea. I've then also got the hoodie from Detroit. What's in here? Some old sunglasses, which can be decluttered. So I will keep this little tool. It's very handy for fixing things. What's this? Oh, this is the Captain EO. I think this was on at Disney when I went one year. And I got the t-shirt, but that can go. Then I've got a few, I think, band t-shirts from like various concerts. Oh no, this is from when I went to NASA. Oh, this is my colour changing t-shirt from Del Sol in Alaska. Gosh, that's nearly 10 years old. I don't know if it'll even still work. I've got this little bit of fur from a fancy dress thing. Do we need this? Will it ever be handy to finish off an outfit? Maybe, who knows. This is when I went to see Miley Cyrus, but honestly that can go. This is a shirt that was my dad's in the 80s that I just happened to have. I've got my Red Bull Racing jacket, which I want to hold on to for now. Oh, I do still have a Christmas jumper. I thought I'd got rid of this. Well, I'm going to declutter it anyway. I've got a few fancy dress accessories in here. A very old dressing gown, that can go. Ooh, some gloves, a chain, and a Christmassy dressing gown, that can also go. So actually, that's a few things making that a little bit lighter. That's good. It's nice to just get rid of a few bits and bobs because we don't need them all, especially as these are things I rarely reach for. And I guess that's one of the things about decluttering. You don't have to do it all in one go. I'll probably revisit this in a few months and get rid of even more of it. So I think job one in the office is dealing with this ridiculous amount of packing envelopes and stuff. So I'm going to see if I can get them. I mean, these ones are really big, but I'm going to see if I can get them into this filing cabinet drawer as a place to store them all. Then I've got the smaller ones, so I'm going to see if I can get those all in one drawer. But again, there's quite a lot of them. And because they're padded, they take up quite a bit of space. I've then also got the green bag ones, which are the ones I use the most. So I'm just going to place those on the top. And that means we can use this top drawer for envelopes. I have a whole box of boarded envelopes, and I don't think they're all gonna fit in here. Sorted, they all went in. And then I've also got a very small selection of just normal envelopes, which can also go in here. Right, so at least I know this is all envelopes now, and I am done with it. My next job is to use this cupboard for all my arts and crafts stuff, so that they're all in one place, because I've got lots of like little bits and they end up all over the shop, and everything's kind of already in bins, but I'm going to go through it, see what I want to keep, and then go from there. And that is that all done. So now that really just leaves everything else and what's going in the wardrobe. I filled a bin with stuff from the art supplies I want to get rid of, and so there's quite a bit to go. But now I'm going to work on sorting out all of this. Oh, I'm all bright again. I've had my first proper distraction moment. You know when you're having a good clear out and you end up sitting on the floor reminiscing? I found my folder that's got all my certificates in it since I was a child. So this one is very old. This is from 1998. So I would have been 5, and it's from when I joined Rainbows. Now, if you are not from the UK, and even if you are from the UK, you might not know what this is. It's quite niche and it's quite an old-fashioned thing now. But we had the girl guiding program. In fact, I think we still do. And you start as a rainbow when you're 5, and then when you're 7 you can become a brownie, and when you're 10 you can become a guide, or at least those were the ages that we had. And then I think at 14 you could become a ranger, and then at 16 you could become a young leader. I skipped rangers, I took a bit of time out and became a young leader, so then I started helping run rainbows when I got to 16, and I did that for 2 years. But I was a rainbow brownie and guide, and then a young leader. And I think, and I'm basing this purely on my knowledge from friends, it's equivalent to like the US brown birds sort of thing. Because I would say it's like Girl Scouts, but we also have Girl Scouts, which are far more outdoorsy in the UK. This was more indoorsy, very much crafts and games and activities and things like that. So I've just been going through some certificates. I've got one from 1999 from school because I wrote a lovely story. So proud of this moment. I've got a lot of well done for following the rules, and that's obviously because I was terrified of getting told off. I've got a reading award. What else have I got? In the year 2000, apparently I produced a beautiful moving toy in technology. Oh, here we go. So then in the year 2000, I became a brownie. There we go. I've got my certificate for becoming a brownie. Loads of effort awards, sports day awards. Oh, I've even got one for being a part of the Queen's Golden Jubilee Celebration Family Fun Day in 2002. Oh, I've got one in 2002 on my work on Caribbean hurricanes and for working hard in science. These are all school ones. Oh, in 2003 I made a beautifully designed and made clay container. Who knew? I came 3rd on sports day, but it doesn't say what for. That's helpful. Oh, I made a Greek vase at primary school as well. Oh, and then I've got swimming certificates. I didn't learn how to swim until I was about 10 or 11. That came really late for me, and so I got my 15 meters badge when I was 10. Oh, then I've got my certificate for being brave at the hospital when I had to have my chin stitched back together because I sliced it open. That was a bad day. Cycling proficiency in year 6. Gosh. Oh, I'm at secondary school now. I've got the bronze reading award. I've got a talent for writing award. Oh my goodness. And it just keeps going. So yeah, that was quite cute. I found a whole bunch of certificates and got a little bit nostalgic and sat on the floor all distracted. Okay, I got the last bit to do, which is in here. The problem with this is I don't think nearly any of it is going to be decluttered. It's all stuff I actually use and need. The reason that this is so crazy, I mean, it started off quite nice and tidy, but it was always jam-packed full of stuff. And the reason that is because when I decided to give my bunnies the free range of the garage, I had to take out anything that could be potentially harmful towards them, whether it's something they could chew, something could fall on them. So this is essentially everything that was left after I did a massive declutter of my garage. So if you imagine this is a whole garage, it is actually already decluttered. I know it doesn't look like it. So all I want to do with this is empty it all out and just put it back so it's neat and tidy. It does not have to be a massive declutter and it doesn't have to be anything spectacular. So let's crack on. So all in all, I don't think it's that much better. It might be worse, but I have got more in there than was in there before. I feel like I know where everything is, like everything is stacked, whereas before things were literally just chucked in and it was a big game of Jenga, wondering whether or not it's all going to stay upright. Why is my camera so low? So essentially what I've achieved is 3 very nice tidy closets upstairs, but as a result quite a bit has ended up coming down here. And the chaos continues down here. But if the chaos is only in one place, I can kind of make my peace with that and just, you know, shut the door and walk away. And I've even got a tiny little pile of bits from the cupboard I'll be decluttering. But as you can see, there's not loads here. And to finish off, let's just do the befores and afters. So as you can see, to start with, my office closet was a complete mess, whereas now it is a little more fit for purpose for my hobbies. Over in my bedroom, there was a mashup of all sorts of different areas from my house, from things that are for selling on Vinted and car boots to household items. Now this closet is just set aside for things going out of my space, including that black bin that you just saw at the top, which was for items to be donated. So hopefully over time, as things get sold or donated, this will become even more tidier. In my dressing room, there was a lot of clutter at the bottom of this closet. That has now been removed, everything put in its rightful place, and now these are all my personal possessions, including my luggage and some other clothing storage. And then of course the one that didn't see too much of an improvement, it was a right old state to begin with. At least it has all of the practical household items in there now. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.